go to Monique Mortlock, who is in the Northern Cape. Monique, how was voter turnout in the city yesterday?
Annika, it was lower than expected. In fact, it was lower than in the previous 2016 municipal elections. A little later, we'll be giving a breakdown of just how the Solplaatje municipality, which was the hotly contested one here in the Northern Cape, how the voter turnout was exactly, who were the parties that came out on top, if it was once again the ANC. But right now, I am speaking to some voters who voted and others who didn't for various reasons. I'm speaking first to Brad. Brad, you voted yesterday. Any regrets? How are you feeling about your decision that you made?
I don't have any regrets because I want to see change in our community. And the guy we voted for is going to help us.
And what type of changes are you looking for specifically here in Midlands?
Job creation for the youth. They must help us build parks here. Because as you can see, it's just filled here. And we don't want that.
And then I just want to bring in Gregory. Gregory mentioned to me he really wanted to vote, but you were unable to. Why couldn't you vote, Gregory?
For me, it was difficult for me to vote because I wasn't around in Kimberley at that time and moment. But here I am this morning, standing here, being a proud member of the PA, and I will support them because it is who we are and what we do. And what we're going to do is that I know that what our leaders and our people are doing, we are doing something good, not for only for us, but for each and every one of us. Doesn't matter who voted for who, it stays how it is, and what will be done shall be done.
Now, Gregory, just one more question. Do you feel that you missed your chance to give your support to the party that you would have liked to? Do you feel that you maybe missed your chance to, make some type of difference in the community?
Yeah, I would say I feel a little bit disappointed in myself because I wasn't around to do the registration. But as I'm saying is that I am fully 100% behind our people, and I know they are going to do what should be done. And the best of all is that we are young people trying to do a difference in our own lives. So if we do not do it, who's going to do it for us? It starts with us. It starts with us to do a change in life.
Thank you very much, Brune. You want to say something?
Like Greg said, I just want to tell all the young guys that they shouldn't give up. Like me, I'm busy with my own project. I'm building speaker boxes out of recycled plastic. Like that's what I built it myself. I just want to tell the guys, even though there isn't jobs or something like that, don't let your mind go and sit around the corner by the shop and everything. Look at people's yards, do something. Ask that person, maybe can I clean you in front of your house? Because it's dirty around, you see. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Those were some residents here in Midlands just sharing their thoughts about why some of them voted and those who didn't vote, how they are feeling about maybe missing an opportunity to vote for the party of their choice.
All right, thanks so much, Monique Mortlock there in Kimberley. And as she moves across the Northern Cape, we'll be finding out what voter turnout was like and look at some of those results that are trickling in. Taps is going to go to Cape Town, back home. Are we missing the cold weather?
No, actually we're not. In fact, we're very glad we missed the wet and windy weather, but it looks like it's cleared up just a little bit. Our Novesuthu Khejana is out in Cape Town today, trying to speak to the residents of the city, find out how they found the voting yesterday. Novesuthu, what are the people of Cape Town saying?
Well, Taps, interestingly, the IEC did speak about the impact of the weather yesterday, where they did say that it had affected the material that was brought to other voting stations, and there were also issues of power outages that the IEC said the city of Cape Town and Eskom were working on it. But as the voting continues, or the counting continues, we know that the DA has so far won about 36 wards, while the ANC so far has 16, and the newcomers the Patriotic Alliance was able, or so far it has been able to secure 2 wards. But we are in Langa Township, where we know that the ANC has had some strong presence in the area. And I'm now joined by the resident who's also a member of the Langa Ratepayers Association, Utatu Zolile Kasana. Tata, we're talking about the impact of voting and also what residents want. Are you confident that the people that you put in power will deliver, as we've heard from residents talking about service delivery being the top issue?
At the moment, we've been under 2 different councillors, but there was a potential for the other. In fact, she was making some good strides. But in the other ward, 52, there have been problems. As a result, he had his house burnt, and residents were complaining about the non-delivery, about the non-absence of him, not appearing in issues that affect the community. And then we had another one who was doing her utmost best to try and deliver some services to the community in that one. Unfortunately, she passed away because of COVID. That was last year. And then after that, it has been a problem for that ward to get a councillor. He was elected, he was absent. We couldn't see him, we couldn't do anything for us. And then it is now that we have an opportunity to elect a new councillor. There's been some presence of community leaders who wanted to do independent, what we call independent, who've shown some potential of being elected to lead the people or to serve the people of Ward 52.
Talking about those individuals who have put themselves up for or to be candidates, when we look at the weather yesterday, it was raining. Did you perhaps see that people in this area, they went out to vote to ensure that their marks will be something that they're proud of when it comes to the final touch, where we know who's got which ward or who won?
Yeah, that's true that the rain did hamper some people from getting to the polls. But afterwards, it was a festival affair. People were going to vote, and the candidates, especially the independents, were going around cajoling people to go and vote.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kasana. Well, Taps, we will be moving to an area in Kensington where we will also be engaging with residents there to find out whether they are happy with the choices that they made, or they had to find alternatives because the leaders that they had previously were not doing much, as we've heard from count a number of people talking about frustrations with the leaders that they elect, that they only pitch up when it's election season, but throughout the year they're not visible in those communities.
All right, thank you, Novisutu Hechana in Cape Town. I'm looking at the weather behind you, Novisutu, and wondering why that didn't happen yesterday. Monique Mortlock was in the Northern Cape for us as well.
I'm sure the political parties, especially the DA, was wondering why the weather was so inclement too.
Yeah,
ruining
absolutely.
ruining the weather gods. Well,